Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Susie from Susie's Room for Crochet and I'm here today just to show you briefly how you can add some ribbing to like cardigans, jumpers, anything that you've made that you would like to add a ribbed border to. So what I've done is I've just crocheted a few rows. I'm just going to finish that off. So just imagine that is like one panel of your cardigan or sweater or whatever you're making. You're then going to just flip it over, so you're going to be working on the bottom of whatever you've made, and I'm going to use a different colour so that you can see what I'm doing properly. So if you start off with a slip knot and then grab your work and insert your hook through the first stitch. These are our stitches on the bottom, so 1, 2, I'm not sure if you can see, 3, 4, 5. So there's your stitches. Insert your hook into the first stitch, grab the yarn, pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. That is a single crochet. I'm talking in US terms. Then go into the next stitch and do a single crochet, and just insert your hook into each stitch along the bottom there and single crochet all the way to the end. This single crochet is just like our setup row. So work your way along, and there I am at the end of mine, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is just for the purpose of the video. So 6 plus 1, that will determine how long you want your, like how broad you want your ribbing to be. So if you want longer, you chain more. If you want shorter, you chain less. I'm going to turn your work and single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, pull through both the loops. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. So I've done my 6 stitches, and then what you're going to do is slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. That's 1 and 2. Then turn your work, and we're going to skip the 2 slip stitches, insert our hook into the back loop only of the 3rd chain it will be. So let's just get that out of the way to show you. So these are your 2 slip stitches. You're going to insert your hook into the back loop. So each stitch has 2 loops. You're not going in the front one here, you're going in the one behind. So insert your hook into the 3rd stitch, grab the yarn and do a slip stitch, and then work into the back loop of each stitch till you come to the end of your row. And that's my last stitch there. So when you get to the end, going to chain 1, turn your work and work into that first stitch at this end by single crocheting and into the back loop of every other stitch. Work your way along. It would be a good idea as well to count your stitches. So I'm back at the top. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Then again, you're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. and turn your work, skipping those 2 slip stitches, insert your hook into the back loop of the next stitch, and off you go again, crocheting, single crocheting into the back loop of each stitch. I have 6 stitches here, so I'm just doing my 6, but you might have more or less. It's my 6th stitch. Then we chain 1 at this end, turn our work, insert your hook into the back loop of that first stitch, grab the yarn and single crochet, and back up you go, single crocheting into the back loop only. So at the bottom end you'll always chain 1 to come back up, and at this end, when you've done your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, you will then slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, turn your work, skip the 2 slip stitches, insert your hook into the back loop of the next stitch, and work your way down, single crocheting into the back loop only of each stitch, chain 1, insert your hook into the back loop of that. Never miss that first stitch. That's why it's important to count your stitches, that you know you haven't missed any stitches. And that's my 6th stitch. And I've only got 1 stitch left here, so I will just slip stitch into that 1 stitch, turn my work, skip that slip stitch and just work your way down, but you won't come back up again, as that is the end of my little pretend sweater that I've made. And that's it. That's how easy it is. You can see that lovely ribbed effect you get on the bottom of this pretend little sweater. And that's the end of this little tutorial. So I hope you've been able to follow along and watch, and I hope you found it useful. Both ends look the same, and yeah, then you just finish off by slip stitching, cut your yarn, and then carry on with the rest of your sweater. Okay, so I hope you found that interesting and easy to follow, and I will see you all again soon with another little tutorial. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.